Yo, welcome to Hoodl. This is hold on opportunity for dear life. Team Hoodl, time, energy, money, emotions. Hold on opportunity for dear life, where we look at stocks and cryptocurrencies. We look at the charts for entry and exit points, patterns, retracement levels, price action. Okay, let's just dive right into it, okay? I have not made a video in quite a while. That's because my Mac experienced a black screen. It's fully operational, just the screen went blank, and I got it fixed, so I finally got my Mac back. That's why I'm making a video today, because I can. I tried to make some videos on my mobile phone, and it was working for a little while, but I don't know, I like this a lot easier, better. It's more easier. I like this better because it's easier. So let's just dive right into it, okay? We're on that golden Apple trade still. Okay. Apple did break that bull flag that we have been speaking about, okay? And it hit some Fibonacci levels perfectly. It didn't just, graze by them. I mean, it freaking hit. Dude, look at this. Okay, so we got the bull flag on Apple back here. This is the bull flag where we entered in. Again, a bull flag is it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a flag. What does a flag have? Well, a flag pole. Here's the pole, and here's your flag. Bull flag means it's going up. So it doesn't mean that this has a 100% completion rate. Every time you see a bull flag like this on any stock, that it's going to go up, right? The completion rate is probably like 68% or something, or probably 61.8. And so we drove our Fibonacci levels, okay? The orange is a 2018, 2019 high to low, which we broke that already. Okay, we ran up to the 476 extension. So we broke that chart already. Okay, so the red is your Corona high to low extension levels. Your green is the most recent high to low extension levels, right, from your 145 to 116, okay? And now the blue is your bull flag extension levels. And now all three lined up at 157.50. No, 147.43. Okay. And, I mean, where did it run up to? It ran up to where all three of those met, and it came back down. Okay, now, like we said our price target, when we first entered in, we didn't have this bull flag. We didn't have this blue Fibonacci yet, right? Our first price target was going to be here, anywhere like this, right? And we've hit that. We've taken some profit. Okay, our second price target is 161.8%, which is near $161.80. Also, we have a pattern down here on the MACD and the RSI, where it comes up, right, and we're hitting this RSI level up here, and it comes down and it swoops in this level. And so where's something like this? I mean, this happens a lot, right? But I mean, this looks similar to what it happened back here, where it runs up, it comes down, it barely touches the red line. It's not going to cross, okay, where you have like a cross, and now things start diverging or converging either way, whichever way the blue or the red line crosses. So where did it ran from here, from a 3.6 level up to a 5.6 level. So we could take this move on the MACD and go something like that, and draw and paste this over here, and that's why we have this line drawn up here. So we're expecting another move up on Apple for this golden Apple trade. Okay. Let's put the blue bull flag Fibonacci back up. Okay. Okay, there's the blue. Okay, so from your high to low of the entire range of the bull flag lines up here. If it was just from this previous high to low, the bull flag ran up. This is on the 3-day chart. So each candle represents 3 days of time. So on the bull flag, if we drew the Fibonacci from your high to low of not the entire range, like let's say, actually we did, well, back before we had the entire data, but if it was just back here from this high to low, right, the 1.618, okay, this candle ran all the way up to that. Hello, 1.618, the Fibonacci golden extension from the bull flag, it did run up to that, okay? Now, the high to low of the entire range of this price action, well, you take the entire range, so your high to your low here, and we get something even more interesting. Okay, the 1.618 lines up with these two Fibonacci up here, so it's like a trinity of unification of Fibonacci extension levels. the trinity of extension levels, okay? On Apple, the golden apple trinity extension level trade. Okay. We also did enter in some puts here, which we already exited. We bought puts here, and we sold them already. Because we're not long-term bearish. We don't know how long... I mean, yeah, this could continue to go down a little bit more. You know, if traders decide that they want to sell Apple, or buyers don't want to buy it higher, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's not like... Everything isn't 100% concrete in the markets. I mean, things can happen at any time. But the patterns and price action history and everything shows us that this is the most likely moves that are going to happen. Now we're looking for that 44% on the MACD 3 line from here, okay, here to here, and here to here. Why 44%? Because it's roughly 44%. Back here we were at like a 3.6 level. Okay, we're going to call it 3.62 because we are on the Fibonacci numbers. So 3.62, right, because it'd be 3.618, but rounded up it's just 3.62. So 3.62 up to 5.5, which is 44%, I think. It should be anyways. 3.62 times 0.44 equals that, plus 3.62, which is 1.618, right? It's 5.2, which is close, 5.5. 5.2 over here times 44% plus 5.2. That would give us 7.6, which that's where we drew this line up here, 7.6. So we're looking for this MACD to make its way up here because patterns tend to repeat themselves. One thing to also note is that we are showing bearish divergence. This is, what is this? Yeah, this is the 3-day chart. So this is a long time period. This is from June. I mean, we can't even see the prices down. That's how much this asset has increased. Okay, so the bearish divergence is where the oscillators are opposite of the price action. So here, we made a high at 138. Okay, and your RSI and your MACD also went up and made a high. Okay, and we came back down when the RSI and the MACD follows it. Now your price action runs up and makes a higher high than your previous price, so at 145. But these are making, they didn't make a higher high. They made a low. They made a lower high. They made a low, right? So they're moving opposite of this. And again, we made an even higher high, and your MACD is now, this would be considered like a Class C bullish divergence. It's a weak. Here is really strong. So when you see it up here, boom, you can take a short position, you know, buy some puts and profit on the downward momentum right there. Now, you're long-term on Apple, you're long-term bullish on Apple, so obviously you're going to exit that pretty short, and then either, you know, buy back shares or enter in some calls, right? So it has invalidated itself. This bearish divergence has invalidated itself because we already saw the downward movement, and now we're going up while your MACD is also going up. Or attempting to, anyways. That is the play, right? Now, this is a very, I wouldn't enter here. I mean, you would enter down here. This is your entry point on the bull flag. You could enter in at the bottom of the bull flag or up at the top of the bull flag when it breaks out. Let's say it were to break out here. This was the fake out, okay? I mean, this is, what I'm saying is the fake out is we had the bull flag. On this candle, it ran up, it broke it, and then in the next candle, it dipped. So it was a fake out. So they're like, oh, yeah, it broke it. We're going. Nope, they faked you out, right? This is indecision happening on the bull flag. And eventually what happens is the truth reveals itself, because Apple is the most profitable company in the world. You know, that traders are going to keep pushing this stock higher. Yes, there are times of downward momentum. This stock can go down for 3 months straight, have downward momentum. And this could be your stall point. Let's say 157.30. It didn't hit the 161. You know, this is your, these are times of decisions by investors, traders, okay, funds. Even if you were to buy at the high of the bull flag on the fake out, you would still have made money. Okay, but you have to hold it. If you buy here and it goes down here, you don't sell. If you had sold, you would have cut your losses short and you would have had losses, and then it would have ran up, right? That's why I don't agree 100% with cutting your losses short. It depends on the situation. It's entirely dependent on the situation of the trade. If it's a high probable trade that is most likely going to play out, and it goes the opposite way for a short amount of time, I don't agree with cutting your losses short on that. I think you need to stick by your trade and wait for the trade to play out. Now, if it's a weak trade setup, you know, you're not 100% sure about it, then I agree, you know, cut your losses short. Let your winners run and cut your losses short. So that's a golden apple trade on Apple, okay? we're currently stalling out right here, but your RSI is looking beautiful on the 3-day. MACD is looking beautiful on the 3-day. We'll go to the daily chart, where it's also looking beautiful. We have plenty of room to go. We are showing some bearish divergence, so this could, in the short term, I'm saying this could come down like this. And then we see a move down. Where's the arrow? Do I have an arrow? Arrow marker. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, so we have a move down, right? Before picking back up. Before we go back up. These Fibonacci levels are also times. These are times of great decisions, so these aren't entry points. Okay, these are either, they could be entry points, but mainly exit points. These extension levels, right? You enter here, and you exit here. It's that simple. Cryptocurrency. El Salvador adopted Bitcoin as the official currency of the country. They are moving away from dollarization. Dollarization is the use of United States dollars, USD, US dollars inside their economy. Okay? They are now using Bitcoin, okay? The president of El Salvador, I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what he's called. I think he's called the president of El Salvador. Anyways, he's instructing and explaining to all the citizens how to download the correct app to use Bitcoin, right? And there's tons of freaking protests going on. People are in the street saying that Bitcoin is, it's here to control us, blah, blah, blah. That's what the US dollar was there for. Okay, that's why countries are freaking, they're not good, dude. It's because of fiat money. It's because of paper dollars. Countries take on the dollarization, or they have their own fiat dollar, and you just get crazy inflation. Like some of these countries, like Jamaica. Jamaica, inflation is just insane there. They use Jamaican dollars, and they also use the US dollar. There's country, so the protests, I believe, are coming from a standpoint where people do not understand the full technology, and they are attributing it solely to a government control operation. The government control operation was the Federal Reserve, which was created 100 years ago. Like 90 years ago, okay, 1934. That's the government control. Yes, it was a private corporation. The Federal Reserve is a private corporation. Like, Walmart's a public corporation, but it's just like that. It's a freaking company. The Federal Reserve, which prints your fiat dollars that you use to pay your rent, to pay your electricity, to pay your phone bill, to buy your food. Okay? That's created by a corporation, a private entity, which loans money to the government, and the government has to pay back the corporation. Therefore, the government is owned by the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve and the government are trying to make their own digital dollar, which has nothing to do with Bitcoin or Ethereum or Dogecoin or Hashgraph or Ontology or OMG or any of the hundreds of decentralized coins out there. For the people, by the people, okay? Coinbase stock. #1 exchange for cryptocurrencies. IPO this year, meaning it debuted on the stock market. IPO is where there's already previous investors holding shares in the company, and then it goes public, so those investors can sell those shares on the open market. And that's what happened. Coinbase debuted, IPO'd, and a bunch of first-time investors who have been invested in the company for a long time, before it goes on the public market, that's what they did. They sold, and they were selling lower, and buyers are buying it lower. They just wanted to exit their position. They're like, we already, I bought in at freaking $50 on an equity raise, and now it just goes down. Okay, but anyways, Coinbase had this bullish harmonic back here, which clearly played out. We ran up and we hit the golden zone, the 38.2, the start of the golden zone. The golden zone is between 38.2 and 61.8% of the trading range. We went up there and we freaking hit it, and then we came back down. Okay. Yeah, so Coinbase stock is in great standing right now. Technical-wise, for movements to continue to the upside. We're looking for the trading range in the golden zone for it to break up to here, 345, and then it'll most likely come back down, right? Generation and AMC stock. They're both on the same page. They don't really have anything to do with each other. I just have them both on the same page. Okay, so Generation, well, they're both retail. They're both physical brick-and-mortar companies, meaning they own real estate. But Generation, the largest hydroponic company in the United States, in the world right now, actually, supplies commercial growers, that means dispensaries, over 800 contracts established with dispensaries to sell them the equipment they need to grow the cannabis. Also, they cater to the home grower. So to the the guy who's growing 6 plants in his closet. He can go to Grow Generation, get everything he needs. They will tell him how to grow the plant. They have experts there. They've hired some of the best growers, some long-term veterans from California in the business that have been known underground, grassroots growers, not government growers. Okay, these aren't guys in a lab. These are, guerrilla growers, the guys who've been doing this stuff for 20 years, even though it's been illegal, right? They know how to grow it. Grow Generation now employs some of those people. They're setting up farms all across the country. Much like I know some independent farmers do. They have their own farm, right? I mean, I suggest that you check out Grow Generation for the supplies and the services that they can offer your business. Maybe you can help Grow Generation with your knowledge and expertise. They can pay you for consultation fees because you're an expert grower. This is the stock chart on Grow Generation, okay? We have a bullish harmonic, a huge bullish harmonic on a daily chart over a year's span of time, longer than a year. Okay? Huge run-ups in Grow Generation, meaning that investors see that this company has a bright, long, extended future ahead of them. It also could be due to short squeezing, which also happened. But if you look at the story of this company, their profit is increasing astronomically. They've bought mom and pop shops that have been established for 20 years selling hydroponic equipment and outdoor gardening equipment to customers. They've had relationships. These mom and pop shops sold their relationships to Grow Generation because they believe in Grow Generation. It's a unification of growers in a retail space. You need supplies to grow your stuff. Where are you going to go? You can go anywhere. I would suggest you don't shop on Amazon, please. Amazon.com. Don't shop for your gardening supplies on there. Grow Generation owns Agron. You can go to Agron. GrowGenerationWebsite.com. They have physical retail locations in every state where marijuana is legalized. Oklahoma, California, Colorado, Arizona, Washington, Michigan. They have brick and mortar stores set up all over. Anyways, huge short sellers are coming in. We have some bear flags on this. Short sellers meaning that they're coming in, they're borrowing stocks, they're borrowing the shares, and selling it to the public lower. So let's say they borrow 1 million shares. They're going to sell 100,000 at a low price. They're going to sell 100,000 at a lower price. They're going to sell 100,000 at a lower price. They're going to sell 100,000 at a lower price because they don't care how low they're selling it as long as they sell it to you and then the price goes down. So when it goes down, these short sellers can buy back shares. They buy back shares and return those shares to the lender. And that's what's happening. We're having short selling going on. So we have bear flag. Boom. Flag. Boom. Flag. This could be another movement down. But one thing that's stopping it is this support line back from December. Okay, this is also where Grow Generation had a public offering where they offered new shares on top of the shares that were already created. The company offered new shares to venture capitalists at $30 per share. After that, it went up. So this is this is a support line. We also have a huge bullish harmonic that could be playing out. Most likely, it could be playing out where your first price target on a harmonic is C. So that would be an insane move from right now from $30 to almost 60. You could double your money. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm not saying that you should buy into it right now because this pattern is here. At any time, short sellers can come in and just keep, if there aren't enough buyers to buy it higher or not enough buyers to come in, this can just keep dumping if short sellers want to short it to the ground. The huge spike in volume, these huge red spikes, that's short selling. It's definitely not panic selling because there's no panic going on. There's no, marijuana's not being decriminalized again. It's not like the economy is hurting, okay? The economy is the best it's ever been, despite what people are telling you, despite what they think, okay? People's savings accounts, their money are at all-time highs in their bank accounts. Minimum wage is rising. It's really productivity. Not enough people want to make things innovative and make change happen and solve problems. AMC stock, the highly hyped up meme stock of 2021. Completed this bullish deep crab pattern that we had with our 4-hour bullish divergence, remember? Let's go to the 4-hour chart so we can reminisce on the 4-hour bullish divergence. Where the price came down, made a low, your RSI and your MACD follow it and make a low. And your price makes a lower low, but your RSI and your MACD move opposite and they make a higher low. Those are signs that the price is diverging away from the trend and is going to go the opposite way, which is what it did. Your first price targets on these are C and A. It blew past C and it blew past A, right? And we're now, and this looks like a bull flag. Okay, where you have a flat, a pole from here to here. Here's your pole. Okay, we'll make it green, a green pole. And we have a flag. Boom, 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 boom. Flag, right? And it looks like it's playing out. That's what's happening on AMC stock, the highly hyped up meme stock of 2021. Price target, 61.8% Fibonacci extension. Video was a little bit longer than I planned on doing this morning. However, I just got into talking about some things, and I get excited about it, so we just kept going along with it, okay? If you have any questions, comment in the comments section. Any questions you have on investing or trading. I'm not an expert, but I will do my best to point you in the right direction to get you the knowledge that you need to succeed financially. Bless up. Like, subscribe to Hoodl. Hold on opportunity for dear life. This is Team Hoodl. Time, energy, money, emotions. Hold on opportunity for dear life.